I am making a fresh zucchini pasta with a tomato, mushroom, and herb marinade with some garlic and onion, basil, oregano. This is a fat-free, gluten-free healing recipe that's super good for you. And it's a medical medium recipe. It's one of our favorites. You can find it on our YouTube channel. It's just a really delicious, nutritious way to get in your veggies and enjoy your pasta without the gluten and without the soy, the dairy, refined sugars, all that. So I'm doing actually a larger batch of the recipe to have some for 2 days, but super good, super easy. You add in my oregano with a little bit of chili pepper flakes. And I'm going to turn down the heat and allow this to just cook down for a while. So I'm turning it down to a 4. I'm going to make sure I mix up the herbs and everything really well. And I have some spiralized zucchini that I have ready that I'm going to cook up later. And the way that I'm going to cook them is put them into a skillet with either some filtered water, or in my case, I'm using the liver rescue broth that we love. It's another medical medium recipe. Find it on our channel. And I use that instead of oil or water for cooking. Just it's healthier for you. You don't need that added cooked oil in your system that clogs things down. So I'm gonna use some of this later for the zucchini pasta, putting it into a skillet, warming it up, and then just lightly sauteing this so it gets soft and warm, draining off the liquid, and then just adding the marinara on top. And I have some fresh basil that I'm going to add in here as well. The flavors are really going to marinate and pop. By the time I eat it later, it's just going to be really delicious. So this is just going to cook down for about, I would say, another 20 minutes or so. And then I'll just turn off the heat and let it marinate. So just make sure you mix up all of the ingredients really well. You can add fat to this dish, which we do like to do with either our creme fraiche recipe you can find on our channel, or some vegan feta or something like that. And we like to eat it with the potato rosemary. It's a rosemary potato bread that's also on our page. Really delicious. Or some gluten-free organic bread. We're working on some focaccia right now, which we'll be sharing here soon. Or just like a organic gluten-free sourdough that we're working on as well. Just to kind of sop up all of the juiciness of the pasta. But it's just a really yummy meal, and we have this on repeat. Just so y'all know, we're going to be sharing a 3-day immersion coming up here soon. We do monthly 369 guided virtual liver cleanses that are really awesome. They're 9 days. And we're also going to be sharing or offering a 3-day long weekend immersion, just sharing some techniques on how to kind of recapture that glow, pay attention to the troublemaker foods, reduce your fat content and cook food that's super healing and nourishing for your body and helps to basically remove toxins, heavy metals from your system. So if you're interested, reach out. We're super pumped to be doing this until we offer in-person retreats, but they'll be really in-depth ways to kind of reset and look at the foods that you're eating, taking in more of the healing, hydrating foods, and kind of revamping your kitchen and the way you look at food and still enjoy it with the breads, with the desserts, with all of those things that you like to eat, but just using better, healthier ingredients. So we're really into it. And that's what we offer here on our channel, is just really healing, organic foods. This is a lot of tomatoes. I did a much larger batch because this is going to be enough for 2 days for 2 people. And as you can see, I'm already set up for my zucchini. This is about 5 zucchini spiralized, so I have 10 here. So this will be for 2 days, just so I have my meal prep set up. I'm making the marinade, but then I'm gonna let it cool off and only use some of it. So yeah, I was just saving myself time for not having to do it tomorrow. Hi, Germany. It's a really great recipe. It's on our channel. Look up the zucchini noodles with fresh marinara. Look up the creme fraiche recipe if you want to add some fat to it. It's a delicious cashew-based cream that you put on top. I can't remember if I shared our raw feta cheese yet, but I will be sharing that one too. But if it's not up there, just get some vegan feta cheese and put it on top of the marinara with the fresh zucchini. And like I said, the potato rosemary focaccia, I think that's what's on our channel. That recipe too is really great with this marinara. But it's just a delicious way. There's basil, oregano, tomato, mushroom, onion, garlic, and a little bit of chili pepper. Although I didn't put any salt in, I'm gonna add a little bit of salt. We've been cutting back on our salt intake, even though it's just sea salt. But yeah, we're just really interested in sharing healing, hydrating foods and ways to enjoy cooking and food from a different vantage point. So eating the rainbow, getting in your veggies, getting in your herbs, still having your pasta, still having your pizzas, things like that, the comfort foods, but comforting in a different kind of way. It's not going to leave you heavy, bogged down, tired, bloated. This is really going to be food that supports removing toxins and heavy metals and things like that, because we're not cooking in oil here. I said earlier, but this is our liver rescue broth. It's a medical medium recipe. It's on our channel. One of our favorite ways to cook without oil. So if you're sauteing, you don't have to use oil. You can use the liver rescue broth, or you can just use filtered water. And that's what I started the process out with, cooking the garlic and the onion in the liver rescue broth in lieu of olive oil, which is what I would have done in the past. So it's one of my favorite new hacks, if you will, of cooking. And it's just been a real game changer to cut back on the oils and the fats and pay attention to how we are cooking things. And so, yeah, I'm gonna do the spiralized zucchini pasta later, sauteing it lightly in the liver rescue broth to warm it up to create soft noodles, and that'll just be our meal. But check out this recipe. Hope you enjoy it. Super simple, super delish, and we'll catch you on the flip. Peace.